Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Hoy and Tomorrow. I'm your co-host Veronica.
And I'm your co-host Maribel.
We are so excited to talk to you guys about self-care and our self-care routines today.
Yes, one of my favorite topics. I'm sure yours too.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And soon one of your favorite topics also.
Yes, if not already. But yeah, tell me about like what you thought of what self-care was, when you were younger and all that.
Self-care is a very new concept for me. Growing up in a Latino household, it was not something that was encouraged or talked about. And whenever I wanted to do something just for fun or to relax, I was almost a little guilted about it. Like, oh, ¿qué has hecho todo el día? Y no trabajas, or whatever, It was so just kind of, I just didn't really think about it for a very long time. And it wasn't until a friend was like, let's go get massages. This was a few years ago. And I thought to myself, why am I going to spend money on that? Like, my mother's the one who needs a massage because she's worked really hard and I haven't really, because I internalized that dialogue.
Right.
But then she said, it has nothing to do, like you should be able to take care of yourself once in a while. And not until then, in my late 20s, was I open to the idea of something as simple as getting a massage. But that sort of started me opening up to taking care of myself and like loving myself and doing things that I love simply because I love them and because I wanted to relax.
Yeah, I
What about
totally
you?
hear that. Yeah, I think, self-care, how I used to, first of all, it wasn't something that we did in our household. I think, my parents were always working all the time. Oh, my mom was always cooking. She wasn't cooking, she was cleaning, or she was shopping and getting ready for the next thing. And my dad was just really always working. Now that I think about it, his self-care was actually playing soccer. And unfortunately, he got injured. And after he broke his leg, he just didn't go back to playing soccer. But that kind of bums me out because I know that was his self-care routine. And that was really the only one that I saw. Like, my mom never did anything like that. But after, I graduated, I would spend a lot of money on self-care, like what I thought self-care was. So I'd go to my dermatologist and get a microdermabrasion facial or something. But the whole time, I was thinking about work and thinking about what emails am I going to send and who do I have to get back to today, and just letting the people work on me. Or when I got a massage, I would hate it because I would just hear this nonstop chatter in my head about what was happening. Is it,
Emails
right?
And
and thinking about work and thinking about what somebody said at work and thinking about whatever. And I would end up leaving and still be pretty stressed out, you know?
If you're not in the right state of mind, doesn't matter what you're doing, that's not self-care. I think one of the biggest things is being able to be in a space of serenity and peace and letting go and allowing. And that takes getting in tune with your thoughts, which is where meditation comes in.
Yeah, I think for me, meditation has allowed me to have a different relationship with my thoughts and with my emotions. It really has helped me focus and relax when I'm actually getting a massage or any type of treatment now. Like, if I see the thoughts coming, I just let them go. I don't need to engage with them. I don't need to engage with an emotion that comes up. Meditation has helped me change my relationship with the thinking mind, with what I've been programmed to think is right or wrong or successful or worthy, and help me realize that, we're all the same and we're all worthy, and we all definitely need that self-care routine.
Yeah, when I first tried meditating, I was very young, probably late teens, early 20s, and I remember getting frustrated because I was like, okay, I'm going to try to get myself to a space of thinking nothing, thinking no thoughts. And the thoughts kept coming, and I'd get so frustrated, and I'd be like angry and try to resist them. Now I know you don't try to resist the thoughts.
Yeah.
You allow them, you see them objectively, you become present to where those thoughts are coming from, why you're thinking that way, and the fact that you have thoughts, but you are not those thoughts. Like, it's not who you are, and you have the power to shift things, but before you can, you have to become present to why they started in the first place. Like, in my mind, right now I'm having an argument in my mind with someone, and it's like, oh, this is because this happened, and I got used to thinking this way because this person in my life when I was younger was this way, and that's all I know.
Yeah.
But it doesn't have to be that way. I can create something completely different.
Right.
So if you
stories.
resist
The stories we tell ourselves are so important, especially around
the meaning behind what we're thinking, what it means about us, what it means about life.
Yeah. And like, are we worthy of taking the time, of taking the 10 minutes in the morning to just be by myself, to just have my cup of tea or coffee by myself? Don't want to talk to anybody. I'm just going to sit here with my breath and my, and just being calm and acknowledging myself and just allowing myself that white space to rejuvenate and really allow our bodies and our minds to get refreshed, because it's certainly something that we definitely should be doing.
Yeah, and there's so much power in just sitting down and letting yourself be in silence and peace, lighting some candles, and just like
journaling.
Yeah, and almost take it as having a relationship with your thoughts. It's like, because your thoughts are not something else, they're not you. So it's like, okay, let me sit down, let me have these thoughts, let me acknowledge them, let me have this conversation with my thoughts, and like, where did they come from, what am I making them mean, and what is new, what can I create, what can I transform those thoughts into,
right? Exactly.
Instead of pushing them, resisting them, or like getting
or being
angry.
Mad, because the mind, it thinks a lot of things, good, bad, ugly, perverse. It thinks a lot of things, and when you have that relationship with your thoughts, with your mind, where you know that thoughts are, like waves, they're just gonna come and go, but I'm still the ocean, like I don't need to get rocked by these waves that cause all these emotions in me. I just let them go, ride it out. I don't allow certain emotions or thoughts to take over the storyline of my life anymore. And I'm so much happier now, honestly, since I started meditating, in September 2015 till now. Everything's changed, and I think a huge component of that has been my meditation practice. Like, now people could tell if I haven't meditated. So that just goes to show.
I haven't had my coffee.
Yeah, they're like, you didn't meditate today, did you? I was like,
Yeah, I think self-care can look very different for people. It can be gardening, it can be going for a jog, it can be drinking water, it can be, watching your favorite show. I mean, self-care looks different for people. So we suggest you write down 10 bullet points of what self-care looks like to you. What are things that when you do for yourself, you feel happy, you feel fulfilled, you feel peaceful.
You feel energized, you're excited. Yeah.
You feel refreshed, and that's my new favorite word is refreshed.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it could be anything. It could be cooking. It could just be going for a walk around the block with your significant other, or taking your doggies out. Like, it could be anything. And it doesn't have to cost a lot of money. That's the other thing that we wanted to make sure we shared, that self-care does not mean you have to go to the spa for a whole day and like all this stuff. It really means just spending that time honoring yourself and refreshing your mind.
Yeah, anything that just puts you in a happy, relaxed place can be your self-care. So write down 10 bullet points and become present to what it looks like to you. I think that's the first step, because then you'll know it, you'll have it in your mind, and when you have the opportunity to practice self-care, you'll see it.
Yeah, exactly. And you don't have to like all the things that your friends do for self-care. Like, maybe you want to learn about kickboxing, or you want to learn a new dance routine in the privacy of your home. Like, whatever floats your boat, whatever your body is calling, that craving, your body's very wise, and we definitely recommend that you listen to the messages that your body is sending you, because you never know, what could be around the corner. And so take that time when you feel that urge, or you feel like, oh, it'd be so nice to just do nothing. Go ahead and set a timer for 20 minutes and do nothing, and then just chill.
Yes,
and let us know how it goes.
I love that tip. Setting a timer is so important, because then you have your time. You're not just going to get distracted and go into nothing happening for such a long time. Like, you have a set amount of time that you're going to allow yourself to just kind of relax.
Yeah.
I think that's great.
I love that, yeah.
Thank you guys so much for watching this episode. We hope you got a lot of value from it, and we look forward to sharing the next one with you.
Yeah, share your self-care tips and thoughts, and let us know any feedback. We're so excited to be sharing this with you, and can't wait to hear your comments.
And share this with your friends and family at Hoy and Tomorrow.